Greetings and salutation. Hold on. Greetings and salutations, folks. For one, I did not realize how horrifying Tex Murphy's face looked like. Has it always been this terrible? I mean, look at it. Just look at it. Dear God. His red eyes. His slack-jawed mouth. Oh my gosh. Also, let us do some quick traveling. Go to Guy Calabero. What can I do for you? Let's talk to him about Angelo Andretti. Andretti is one of our senators. I don't like to get much into the political scene, although I do on an occasional political film. I have a piece of film of him. You can have it. Maybe you'll find it useful. Apparently, that's all you need to do.
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
All you've got to do is get some film, and then bring it back to Mac. And you've got it. Thanks, Murphy. This is just what I needed to nail this guy. Go ahead and ask your questions. So let's ask about Marshall oh, nope, never mind. That's a big place. I wish I had as many security people working on the force as Alexander had in that building. When Alexander called us in several weeks ago about the disappearance of his daughter, I put several men on it, and they came up with Zip. Frankly, his kidnapping story sounded like mouthwash. I suggested he hired a private consultant to investigate further, so you got to meet and converse with the great Alexander, huh? Oh, how nice. Nice pun. Knowing you, I'll bet you ended up kissing the feet of that big-hearted, wonderful man? He's that attorney that works for Alexander. I never cared much for lawyers, especially the brainy types. Those smart lawyers. Always using their brains. Nothing about that. That woman's right from the bottle. Oh, because of her drunkenness. Must be lonely up at the big house. No real friends, and especially no husband. Nothing about that. What kind of PI are you? That's the Trans-Martian shuttle, you dimwit. Me, I'm not doing so hot right now, Murphy. I appreciate your help on the Andretti case, though. Nothing about that. Nothing about that. Rick Logan, that's the name of someone Alexis knew. We never could find the guy. Alexander's daughter probably ran off because she was sick of the old man. Can't say I blame her. She's a real pain in the butt. Nothing about that. Also, that's pretty judgmental considering he probably has never met her. He was that big shot congressman who was murdered. With that film you brought me, we can track down the killer. Really? Johnny Fedora, oh, the little maggot we found in a dumpster several weeks ago. He was a petty criminal and a cheap thug. Looked like someone got sick of him and put a couple of slugs in his worthless hide. He had an old shanty just outside Freaktown in the hot zone. Nobody stays down there long because of the radiation. He had lined his shack with lead and was living right near the ocean. Here's the address. No, thanks. It's good you've got a thick skull, Murphy. It protects the weakest and most insignificant part of your body. Okay. All right. Let's go on. I'm going to go back to Tex's office so I can save the game. And now let us travel to our new location, to Johnny Fedora. Johnny Fedora certainly picked a garden spot. Even Freaktown could not compare to this desolate hellhole. The ground around the junkyard has the eerie glow of low-level radiation. The wreckage of autos, trucks, and aircraft rust in the crater of a battlefield nuclear blast. These are the charred hunks of machines left after the war. all contaminated by radiation. Radiation that would last 12 million years. I see an old railroad car that matches the description I've been given for Fedora's house. There is some sort of dog chained near the place. It's a mutated cross between a bulldog and a rhinoceros. Sounds like I'm gonna have to deal with them. What are you? What are you? A mangy, oversized, but underfed orange alley cat. The ferocious, mutated canine seems easily irritated. An old, rotting Goodyear truck tire. The rusty remains of a Toyota pickup truck. A twisted pile of wood, metal, and garbage. What was that sound effect? The door in the shed is made of wood planks, looks recently repaired. Huh. So I probably want to go into the shed. A small tear in the roof of the boxcar. The door cut into the side of the boxcar is locked securely. A 1970 Volkswagen Bug sits decomposing near the boxcar. A metal step with the word welcome engraved into it. That won't move. Huh. Let's click help. What am I... There are a lot of things. Primitive power line. What is that? A blood-colored, glowing radioactive ooze sits bubbling near the shack. I probably can't get close to this dog, so I honestly don't know what I'm expected to do. So, let us go to the walkthrough to at least get a first step. Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to... I can just walk right by the dog. That is very counterintuitive, I've got to say. Can I open up this rusty car? The metal doors are rusted shut. Okay. It looks like an old container of meadow gold tub of butter that has liquefied into a slippery, viscous lubricant. You can't take that? Okay. A large granite boulder blown here from Australia. Oh. A small compartment has been cut into a rusting 1998 Hyundai. You pull back the metal covering the compartment. A pair of worn rubber galoshes. Okay, it's been a while since I've used the term galoshes. Boots. Thank you. The door slides open with a jerk. A rusting aluminum ladder. Let us get that. Alright, let us save over this save file. I'm fine with that. Now I'm probably going to have to go back and set up the ladder to get up and go through the hole in the roof. Yep. Yeah, like, I expected the dog to be able to move from its position at a... dependent on the length of the, the length of the chain, but clearly that is not the case. You lean the ladder against the boxcar, so... Go to ladder. You carefully climb the old ladder. And then drop through the hole. Alright. So, let's see, we've got stuff. Safe, paper, cat food, knife, drawers, door, tear, dresser. A very dull butter knife lies here. I take the knife. Newspaper dated July 2018. With the Pacific Northwest rainforest completely destroyed by nuclear fallout, Bigfoot was discovered to be just a large, hairy man living in the woods. August 2016. Suspicions continue to mount in the wake of growing evidence that linked members of the Stanton expedition to the massacre of a group of Earth pioneers who had established a colony on the Martian surface. Newspaper dated 2017. Doomsday. Nuclear missiles strike without warning. Damage and destruction are beyond belief. Newspaper dated April 2016. Stanton expedition discovers Earth colonists destroyed. An antique bric-a-brac lamp from the 1940s. An ancient bed frame sits rusting near the corner. You attempt to move the bed, but it is rusted to the floor. All that is left of Johnny's 59 Buick Roadmaster accidentally left it overnight in Freaktown. A plastic bucket filled to overflowing with deadly acid rain. Clothes, socks, underwear. Looking there reveals nothing of interest. Various junk found out in the yard. Doesn't open, doesn't open. Also doesn't open. Oh, okay. A crooked tear in the lead shielding. You grasp the edges of the lead shielding and easily fold it back, revealing a hidden safe. A lead-lined black titanium wall safe. You attempt to move the safe's handle, but a 220-volt charge knocks you flat on your keister. Use boots. Okay, that was a good try. Crate hat box where Johnny keeps his trademark, a black beaver fedora. Also, I think that's a fedora up there. What other items do I have got? I got gun, comlink, paper, boots, knife. Let's see, This is the stuff found inside the safe. Okay, once the safe is open, either get or just look at the stuff. Paper, cat food. The cat food is located inside one of the drawers in the dresser on the left. You know, I tried opening... Oh, sorry. There's this dresser. A can of Dr. Mike's Deluxe cat food. And door tear dresser. Alright, well at the very least, let's give the cat food to the cat. Okay, let's go to the ladder. Then give the cat food to the cat. You open the can with the knife. As the cat nears you, casually toss the open can off the roof. The cat leaps and follows it down. Oh, okay, so that's how you get rid of the rhinoceros dog. And also, the cat gets eaten by the dog? Let's go to... Oh my gosh. I am still not close enough to open this door. The door slides open with a jerk. A large red lever on the generator appears to be an on-off switch. Okay. Oh my gosh. The lever screeches as you move it to a new position. Okay, so does this mean I can... open the safe? You move the safe handle and will a satisfying click. You move the safe handle and will a satisfying click. The door swings open. Okay. Stuff. 500 in cash, a map detailing the coordinates of Rick Logan's jungle hideaway, a bottle of Glenfiddich Scotch, the good stuff, various personal papers, and girly Polaroids.
Marshal Alexander's been murdered. The police will meet you there. I'll transmit the address.
Oh, okay. That's a plot twist I was not expecting. Mr. Alexander was found in a rail yard. The police are already there. The sergeant said the favor he owed you is now paid in full. Huh. You gingerly remove the contents of the safe. Inside the safe is a note from Rick Logan. The Oracle Stone has been obtained. I'm making arrangements for it. Meet me at the jungle coordinates 1770. But first... let's see. Graffiti, photographer, policeman, keys, dagger, bucket, cover. A rusty, oversized flying Dodge Daytona hovers nearby. San Francisco Police Captain Mac Malden sniffs out the scene. An off-white blanket provided by the city coroner. A keyring with the ID letters MA lies partially obscured on the ground. Written in blood are the words Ouya, Winid, Aja Li Sasi. It doesn't seem to make sense. San Francisco Chronicle photographer Scoop Mitchell is documenting his 923rd murder. Okay. A corroded metal bucket sits askew on the ground. You toss the bucket aside. It's the murder weapon! Dark red blood has been spurted over a 4-foot wide area. Can I get the murder weapon? You carefully take the dagger. Maybe the police could run it for clues. And you pick up the keys. You can't take the blood with you. Let's talk to the photographer. Scoop thinks someone had to be pretty cruel to cut off his ears. He was ugly enough before he was mutilated. Let us save once more. 4-4. Before I talk to Mac. Malden goes over the facts. Coroner figures Alexander was iced around 3 a.m. A grisly scene. Alexander's throat was slashed with a Jose Cuervo bottle. The worm was still in it. Even stranger, Alexander's ears were gone. Someone had surgically removed the stiff flaps from his body. Weird. Why would anybody want to do something so bizarre? Why was Alexander Marshall in the train yard alone at 3 a.m.? Where was his usual security? What was going on? If you find any clues, get them to me and I'll run them through the labs. I'll let you know the results. I'll use dagger on Mac. You offer the dagger to Mac Malden. I'll check it out and fax you the results. And then I'll use keys on Mac. The keys would probably help you more than me. Huh. Interesting. You pull back the cover, the reveal. You pull back the cover, the reveal, a disfigured man lying in a pool of blood. The mutilated, blood-soaked earthly remains of Marshall Alexander. You move the stiffened body slightly, but no clue is found. Sorry, that's a job reserved for the medical examiner. I appreciate that. Have I gone through everything? Okay, I've done everything. Let us head to Terraform. From Rockwell Bosch. Mr. Murphy, as you know, Mr. Alexander is dead. Because of the problems with the estate, we would like you to continue your quest for Alexis. We will pay the same fee. Interesting. Let's go to Terraform. Rhonda is no longer here, but now, since Marshall is no longer here, try to suppress that urge to redecorate. It's tough. A gray Grundig 12-inch wall safe that requires a key. The safe comes open as the key is turned. Special funds checkbook with a record of payments totaling $250,000 to Lawrence Barkley. A note from Ferris Collette on employee dissatisfaction. Collette is the power plant manager on Mars. Just look at it. It's all the information you need. Alright.
What's up?
So now I can ask about Collier Stanton.
Transmit the information.
Head of Stanton Expedition, the first major scientific group to explore Martian ruins, although I believe Stanton's dead. Stanton is believed to have ordered the execution of a group of colonists to obtain an ancient Martian artifact. Newspaper reports from that period indicate he may have been killed in a D-Day attack before he came to trial. He's probably still alive. Rockwell Bosch, I think I already know.
Transmit the information.
Um,
I'll transmit the information.
Jacques Sparrow, I've already gotten information, I think. Nora Desmond, I have not. Is Marshall's second wife. She has a house in Beverly Hills on Benedict Canyon Drive.
I'll transmit the address.
The address for Galactic Pictures.
I'll transmit the address.
Lawrence Barkley. He is a surgeon who has a practice on Mars. His office is in Marinara City. Stanton Expedition?
I'll transmit the information.
According to 20-year-old newspaper articles, this was a scientific expedition that massacred a group of early Martian pioneers. Lowell Percival?
I'll transmit the information.
Lowell Percival runs several large silicon mining facilities on Mars. He has an office in Marinara City. Let's see. Rick Logan. Alexis Alexander. I probably already looked at because Ferris, there's nothing. Guy, there's nothing. Oracle Stone? Johnny Fedora, Alexander. Oh, yeah, he was the senator. Here's a summary of the Examiner's article on Andretti's death. Congressman Angelo S. Andretti was murdered in his San Mateo home last night. Police believe Andretti was killed because of his relentless pursuit of underworld crime lords.
See you later.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.